Welcome back to the channel. I am Chris Rocket, and this is the time of year. NFL is about to kick off. We got tramp. We got camp reports this week, man. So I'm gonna do my camp battles and positions and players that I'm interested in looking forward to seeing this preseason. And in the NFC East, we're gonna start with the New York Giants. Of course, the running back position, you got Saquon Barkley and Jonathan Stewart. This is a running game that's been struggling in the past few years. So interesting to see how they do. And they upgraded at offensive line immensely. Of course, Nate Solder, they had freaking Eric Flowers over there, man. I think Eric Flowers over there, you will automatically get 3 sacks with Eric Flowers. So, of course, as a Cowboys fan, a diehard Cowboys fan, take it how you want. I think it's good that, the Giants upgraded. Nate Solder is a real good replacement. And, of course, they drafted really, really well with Will Hernandez, who they got listed as a backup behind John Jerry. But he should make for a real good batter in that right guard spot. And also defensively, I'm going to look interesting to see what life after JPP goes for that defensive end spot. Various guys fighting over that position right now, man. So it's gonna be interesting to see. And my rookie to look out for on that defense is linebacker Lorenzo Carter out of Georgia. Of course, everybody was looking at Roquan Smith on that defense in Georgia, but Lorenzo Carter was the heart and soul of that linebacker core, that back 7 or the back 5, however you want to put it. But moving on to the Philadelphia Eagles, and I'm just going to be nitpicking here because this is a Super Bowl champions Philadelphia Eagles, and it hurts for me to even say that. Wide receiver, we got Nelson Aguilar and Mike Wallace. You can imagine Nelson Aguilar has has a little leg up on that position, man. He did very damn good last year. Career highs all across the board, but Mike Wallace is a proven guy, been proven it all his career that he can produce. But either way, to be quite honest with you, man, if they had Aguilar at number 3, it's barbecue chicken either way, because Aguilar clearly showed that he can be a really good number 2. You move Aguilar at number 3, that's even better. Now you're going against a third cornerback or a linebacker, and that's mismatch heaven. You feel me? So that's going to be a good battle for that number 2 and number 3 spot at wide receiver. Tight end, we're going to see why in the world did they trade up to get this guy, Dallas Goedert, at tight end. Who's going to be playing behind Zach Ertz, a really good blocking tight end and a receiving tight end. So that's the guy I'm going to be looking out for. And finally, the cornerback position battle between Sidney Jones and Jalen Mills for that number 2 cornerback spot. I mean, Sidney Jones, if he wasn't for the Achilles injury and the combine workout, man, we probably looking at a first-round draft pick, but Philadelphia stole him in the second round, man. They already knew, man, he wasn't going to play that season, so they got him. He actually played, I think, the last couple games of the season and did pretty well. Came back quick, came back healthy. So now he's fully healthy. Man, this cornerback group is going to be dangerous. All right, now moving on to the Washington Redskins, and it hurts for me to say this, but they might have the best running back group in the NFL, even after the New Orleans duo. But this is I said group, not duo. The greatest duo is in New Orleans. Well, eventually it's going to be my Cowboys, but that's another story. But I feel like this trio right here might be the best in the league. You got Darius Geis, you got Samaj Piran, and you got Thompson, who we saw killing it as a receiving running back. And you got Darius Geis out of LSU. I mean, fast, powerful, dude can do it all. And Samaj Piran, and I feel like he can put it all together. He could be a really good, talented running back. And he was a very talented running back at Oklahoma. So you put all of those 3 guys, to me, it has the potential to be something great, man. But unfortunately, they play in the NFC East, where defensive line is freaking king everywhere. The Giants had JPP and Olivier Vernon. Of course, JPP isn't there anymore, but Giants have a good defense. Of course, Washington, pressing against them guys. You can imagine they have a very good defensive line. Philly, we already know they got a good defensive line. Of course, Dallas has a great defensive line, but Just take a look at how they play against all the other teams, man. This will be a very good underrated running back group. And so these are the guys that I'm going to be looking at. Guys, P. Ryan and Thompson. Wide receiver wise, we saw a few turnover. We got Paul Richardson. We got Crowder, who was there last year. We got Dotson, who I've been waiting for him to break out, man. This is a guy, and I told my guy James Rogers, who's a diehard Redskins fan, Josh Dotson he has better hands than Dez Bryant. I told him that. Now, of course, I might be biased because TCU is in the DFW area. And, of course, I had the luxury of seeing Josh Dotson play more than a few games. But if that guy could put it all together, man, this going to be a pretty decent wide receiver core. And I want y'all to watch out for Trey Quinn, the 7th-rounder out of SMU. Of course, everybody was like Cortland Sutton was the guy. I felt like Trey Quinn was the guy that, you know, he was the favorite wide receiver to the quarterback. This guy caught more than 100 balls last year, man. So be on the lookout for Trey Quinn. And also look out for the tackle, Garen Christian, who I rated pretty damn high, man. I had him graded at an 87.5. So really good tackle to look out for. Of course, you know, playing behind Big Trent and Morgan Moses, man. You know, he had his work cut out for him. Defensively, you might as well call their defense Alabama because like half the freaking guys on there is from Alabama. So Deron Payne, Tim Settle, who could probably push a damn minivan with his pinky. Like, just this defensive line is illegal, to be quite honest with you, man. This defensive line is scary. If they can put it all together, you got Jonathan Allen, you got Deron Payne, you got Tim Settle. It is fucking scary to think about. So their defensive line is gonna be what I'm looking at. I'm also gonna be looking at the rookie Sean Dion Hamilton at linebacker. Of course, he already got a good linebacker core, but you know this guy. Let's see how he fits in with the rotation. And they also acquired Orlando Scandrick for my Cowboys. And man. So now you got him and Norman on both sides, man. So this defense is looking like scary. Top 5 scary, man. Moving on to my Dallas Cowboys. We got a lot of problems. Dez Bryant isn't there. So we got like 79 wide receivers. So right now they got Terrence Williams listed as number 1, which is scary by itself, man. Terrence Williams, a.k.a. Alligator Arms. But the guy I'm going to be definitely looking at is not Michael Gallup, not Tavon Austin, but I'm going to be looking at Cedric Wilson out of Boise State. Cedric Wilson, a guy that I graded. What is he graded? As I look at my, I had him graded at 85, a pretty good grade at 85. This is a guy that pretty wiry guy, 6'3", about 190 pounds soaking wet. So he's a guy that can run routes like you want to and can also go get the ball when he needs to as well. So going to be looking out for him, even though everybody's looking at Michael Gallup, as they should, though. This is a guy that he's been compared to, you know, Chad Johnson from a few people. But I'm going to be looking at Cedric Wilson, Allen Hurns, you know, of course. You know, Tavon Austin, I'm not worried about him. Tight end wise, Rico Gathers coming off that concussion. We got Blake Jarwin. We got Jeff Swain. Those are really, you know, blocking tight ends, so I'm not really worried about them. But the offensive line, we got the kid, Connor Williams, going to be doing real good stuff for us. And, of course, Bo Scarborough. Bo Scarborough, man. When we picked Bo Scarborough, man, I jumped out of my seat, man. But we got a lot of questions at wide receiver, man. So going to be looking out for those. Those other positions, man, those is like, you know, exciting positions that I want to point out. Defensively, of course, everybody's going to look out for the guy that I still do not know as we speak, Leighton Vander Esch. I still don't know who the hell that is. Of course, I'm lying. But going to have to take a look at him. You know, looking at his film, he does, you know, move around a lot. But you know, that's the same thing we said about Sean Lee. And Sean Lee is like one of the great linebackers in the NFL. I'm also going to be taking a look at Doris Armstrong, who I had rated pretty low at an 81. So let's see if he's going to prove me wrong. So that is the NFC East. very elaborate report.